Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
It's time for another daily dose of Dismal Disney. We're going to talk about Disney stock. It hit an all-time low today of $106.43. It might have actually been lower. I think it was like $106.12 or something like that. Now, it is back up a little bit. Couple of bucks. Oh no, it did $106.14.
Okay, you're close.
This isn't good though. And what's going on is that people are concerned that the earnings call is not going to go well.
And that's tomorrow at 4:30.
Tomorrow at 4:30, yeah. And a big concern is that Disney Plus is going to miss. A lot of analysts were hoping Disney would hit over 5 million new subscribers. There's a guy who's saying that he thinks they're going to get 3 to 3.5, if that. And we know what happened with Netflix. Netflix was supposed to have millions more subscribers, and they actually went backwards. They lost 200,000. People are thinking this is going to happen with Disney too. Plus, you know, boycotts and all this other crazy stuff.
And they're already preemptively, here comes the media with, oh, but Doctor Strange did really well, and oh, the theme parks.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna talk about this. Now, I don't think it's all, I'm gonna be honest, I don't think it's all doom and gloom. I think Disney will rebound, but I think they're definitely gonna take a hit. We'll see where we're at. Anyway, before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. Over 267,000 subs. Thank you for the support. I'm sure Disney Plus would like to have all of you as subscribers to pad their bottom line. But yeah, so we do talk a lot about Disney, having worked in and around the company for a number of years. Geeky does run the Pirates and Princesses blog at piratesandprincesses.net, which is objective Disney and theme park news. And we put a story up today talking about their stock. Stock was down. Not good. It was, when I took the screenshot, it was 106.87 and it dropped below that.
It's gone down lower since 52-week low was there. It was 106.43 and then it was 106.14.
Yeah. Yeah. We're talking a loss of 42% in a year.
Not good. That's really not good.
Now, I do understand people are going to say, well, the stock market's down in general. Yes,
that's true.
Disney's stock started dropping before the rest of the stock market started dropping, and it's dropped further than a lot of
I was going
to
say, it's, you know, comparatively speaking, it's dropped a lot further.
The only thing you can really compare it to would be tech companies like Amazon and Facebook and stuff like that. But the thing is Disney has a physical component. They have studios, and some of their movies have actually done pretty well. Doctor Strange did very well this weekend, but that's not enough to give people confidence that they're going to keep it up with Disney Plus. Plus, you know, there are a lot of backlash. There's a lot of backlash going on because of, you know, the Florida bill. And they're concerned about them losing Reedy Creek, which means that they might raise the prices during a recession, which is going to drive people away.
Plus the recession in general, it's coming, or like it's not, everybody's saying it's coming.
Yeah.
People are not going to go on vacations because they're not going to have the money to do so.
Right. So there are a lot of things happening right now with Disney, and I'm going to tell you the truth. I think Chapek will probably be gone by the end of next year, if not sooner. I think he's going to be the fall guy for this disaster that's going on, because you're only as good as your stock, and he was riding high when Disney Plus was pulling the stock up.
I think that a lot of the choices that tanked the company weren't his, but then he did no favors recently when he keeps putting his foot in his mouth and making stupid mistakes. Right,
which has led to a lot of backlash. And I do believe, I mean, I don't think it's had a massive impact on Disney, but I do believe that a lot of people have boycotted Disney or at least cut back on Disney spending. And then even if it's not for political reasons, the fact that people are starting to batten down the hatches in their spending, they do not have $6,500 laying around to go on some luxury Star Wars LARPing experience. You know, which is really a really bad time to do that, by the way.
It was.
If they were going to do that, they should have waited until the economy was better. But yeah, Yahoo Finance said new signups are projected to pick up to nearly 10.8 million from April to June. Disney reiterated in February that it expects to amass between 230 million and 260 million Disney Plus subs by the end of September 2024. Good luck with that. The company needs to average, this is important, the company needs to average nearly 9.1 million new customers per quarter to reach the low end of that range.
Yeah, it was an awful big stretch. Now, what they usually do is they open it into a new market, but they're starting to run out of markets
they're running out of
open
markets.
to.
So they talk about the backlash, but here's the thing. This is Wells Fargo analyst Stephen Kale, which it says, is Disney Plus in for a wake-up call like Netflix? He said that he expects Disney Plus to only do 3.5 million new signups, if that, compared to others believing that they'll do over 5 million. That still is way short of the 9.1 million they're expecting.
And they can't do the thing they did before where they rolled everybody in on the Hulu because that was a one-time thing.
Yeah.
And that's how they eked by last time.
Yeah. So for those of you who don't know what happened with Hulu, they basically forced all of their Hulu subscribers to also be Disney Plus subscribers. They jacked up the price of Hulu, but they rolled in a free, quote unquote, free subscription to Disney Plus. Now that's a card they can play one time, and that's how they got by. Mm-hmm. If you remember the quarter before that, they were slowing down too. And now we've got a recession.
Right.
So, and now we know that people are willing to drop stuff like Netflix if there's nothing to watch or they've got, more pressing concerns. The pandemic is over. People are going outside, doing more. People are probably tired of binging shows. And frankly, a lot of the Disney Plus shows have been hot trash anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Honestly, I'm surprised they haven't made more deals like they did with Verizon to try to give free Disney Plus to people. I'm honestly surprised they haven't done that because they're facing, a deficit on subscribers compared to what they claimed they would get. You'd think they'd be doing stuff like that. So maybe they're going to hit it this time, but I would not be surprised if you start seeing quick, here's a Groupon for Disney Plus or whatever.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised either. They said it's a perfect storm of factors: inflation, an explosion of streaming services, the war, subscriber fatigue. It's conspired to muzzle streaming subscriptions, and people are pissed off at Disney. I mean, I don't know how much.
They talk around it. Did you notice that?
They always talk around it.
Yeah.
It's like, the war in the Ukraine has more to do with Disney backlash or Disney losing money than people canceling trips, which we know has happened.
Mm-hmm. And it's not all because of the
politics.
Yeah, it's not all because of politics,
But people have been canceling Disney trips. We've heard from agents and we've, read anecdotal stories of people canceling Disney trips. Again, some of it political, some of it because the economy is going to take a nosedive and people don't have, thousands of dollars laying around.
A lot of it, they're just damn tired of Disney jacking the prices. Now you need Genie Plus and then you get Genie Plus and I can't tell you how many stories I have of people where they bought it and they didn't even get to use it because there's some people using it. You don't even really get to use it. It's just a cluster and people are just like, I'm tired of it.
It's hard. I mean, even compared to what it was like to plan a Disney trip before the pandemic. I mean, there's definitely a difference. Disney pre-pandemic, during the pandemic, and then post-pandemic. And a lot of it is like all the weird shit they were doing during the pandemic. They just kept it. And they're, still making you reserve stuff. And it's really confusing. It used to be like, you just pay to get in the park, or you pay for a park hopper, or you get your annual pass and you go wherever you want to go.
Meanwhile, Universal's not doing that, and people are actually,
Universal's killing it. That's my understanding is Universal's doing very, very well. And I think that is going to definitely continue. They're going to open, Mario, Nintendo, that's going to kill. Their prices are reasonable. They're opening value and moderate resorts, whereas Disney's focused on luxury experiences. And during a recession,
not if they lose Reedy Creek.
Not if they lose Reedy Creek, yeah. And I think it's definitely going to be kind of a game changer, no pun intended. But a lot of outlets today telling people to buy the dip. So I think that's why the stock is going back up a little bit. But I mean, tomorrow's going to be very telling because I've seen Disney stock drop considerably.
People were like, it's not going to do anything. People are going to boycott Disney. It's not going to hurt them. Their stocks aren't going to drop. Nothing's going to change that. You're full of it. You don't know anything. Disney's fine.
Disney will be fine long term, I think. But again, it's like one of those things where I think this is a company that's going to die death by 1,000 cuts. And it's, whenever the end comes, it's not going to look like what we expect. Like, oh my God, Disney just went out of business. It's going to be like, no, Disney's a diminished brand and they're probably being sold to somebody else. And they're cutting back on this and cutting back on that. And, Disney's had ups and downs for decades. 70s were not good for Disney.
No.
I'm
sure it'll bounce back.
Yeah.
It's just going to, tomorrow, they're going to release, they usually release their financial report around the end of the close of the bell.
Yeah.
And then they have their call at 4:30. So tomorrow is going to be interesting.
Yeah. And there could be a surprise. It could be like, hey, things were great.
Oh, I'm sure they're going to razzle dazzle and try to leverage stuff. I have zero doubt.
They've got 1,000 excuses. Now, here's the thing. My takeaway is, when you see the stock start to drop like this, when you're only a couple of weeks out from the shareholder report, that means somebody, I'm not saying there's insider trading going on or anything like that, but somebody there has tipped that the company is not doing so hot. And wrong. But you know, we'll see. We'll see what happens. And if it is not good, I fully expect the stock to go under $100, which is catastrophic for them. So,
which I can consume. Don't read into it too much.
Just like our museum, the cafe, it's open and Brewster is eager to serve. I don't think this was in the show. You know, run, 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 run. Oh, you got splatted.
No. Oh, wait,
oh, she was begging and you kicked her in the face.
I don't care.
Hey guys, Squid King here, and today we're in a...
Not girl boss, not girl boss at all.
Better.
Oh my God, you got the axe.
Walker, does this look like Steven Universe? Let me punch him. Well, I'm just here for the wax. Right where you belong.
Get in the dirt.
Well, that was a combination of events I probably shouldn't have put together. Anyways, let's open this bottle too.
Chica Pinata. Is that official?
Oh, no.
There's a bootleg.
Hello. Ooh, sorry.
Hey guys, it's Diamond Tool.
Let's make a farm.
Like and subscribe and buy my merch.
I mean, while you're here, you guys should like really like and subscribe and buy our merch, all of which we have.
That is true. You can't run them carrying trash. You can get away with one F-bomb per PG-13 movie.
Oh, I wish I'd known that sooner.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna wrap this effer up.
Yes.